We're going to do a little qigong this morning, just for a minute or two, just to kind of shake out some energy, get things moving. But we'll give her another minute to show up. In the meantime, what I will do is I'm going to mute everyone for the moment, but if you really want to speak up, you can raise your hand and I'll unmute you. I'm going to burn some white sage. So if you have your white sage and you want to clear your space, now would be the time. And I'll wait for Vicky to come on before we really get started, but I might as well get some of this out of the way. White sage smells so delicious, doesn't it? And today, I asked if anyone wanted to bring their essential oils. The essential oils that I choose to use today is frankincense, and I always put just a little bit on my crown and put a drop in my hand and just inhale it. This is kind of one of those scents that really connects you with the divine. If you have your crystals, you can have those nearby. And today, from the moon deck, I went ahead and chose a card for us. And the card, it was a really beautiful card. And it was perfect for today's because it says, I have unlimited potential and claim my purpose. All I need is within me. And that is the perfect message for today. So I was so happy that that came through, because we always or sometimes look outside of ourselves for all the answers, but they all lie within us. The other deck that I love to use is the Sacred Medicine Oracle deck, and there's just some beautiful messages in here that there's some beautiful messages in this card deck. So take just a second to shuffle the deck, to set my intention for the collective, for all of us, a message that will carry us through this new moon gathering. So I picked the Shawl Dancer, and it is called Wild. Shawl Dancer Wild. And the message on this card number 10. Lighting is not that great in here. When we dance as at a powwow in a circle, we move in a clockwise motion. We start where the sun rises in the eastern doorway, as it represents the beginning of a brand new day. This shawl dancer appears to invite you into a new sacred dance for yourself. Where have you been playing it safe in your life? Where are you following the ways in which society has conditioned you? In what ways are you doing and not being? Sometimes in our lives, we lose connection to our deepest desires. We slide into a rut. Today, the dancer comes dressed in bright, beautiful color to remind you that life is meant to be pleasurable and it's time to dance it out and shake it up. The dancer is asking you to find your freedom. Let your wild, colorful, and radical self come out. As you dance, feel yourself releasing all of the conditioning, oppression, and ways that you have been bottled up in your true nature. A fresh new way of being in the world is calling to you. Find your sacred dance, root into your pleasure, and see your desires manifest effortlessly before your eyes. Wow, that's really perfect for today. And the sacred ceremony, there's a sacred ceremony for each one of these cards. That's always really beautiful. So this sacred ceremony, if you want to just take a second to close your eyes and listen, the drums of your ancestors begin to play, and you find them deep in your heart space. They call to your inner desires, and you feel a burst of rainbow light in the core of your being. Begin to move in a way that your soul is calling you to. Rainbow light streams out of the pores of your skin, illuminating your new dance. You are alive with possibility, floating with the vibe of wild. And then your healing affirmation for today will be, I unravel the old ways from my system and twirl into the beauty of a new way. So with this new moon in Aries, this is the beginning of the astrological year. Aries is the first sign. And so this is really the step into, we had the fire horse started on Chinese zodiac, started on February 17th. But this is when we're really stepping into this new energy. And Aries is a fire sign, so it could take us from, it depends on how we move through this energy and how we carry ourselves through this energy. So it's really all up to us on how this really affects us. So, hi Vicki, it's good. I'm glad you made it home in time. So, welcome to the new moon in Aries, guys. I'm so glad that you're here. And what I'd like to do, we just burned some white sage. I put some frankincense on my crown and just inhaled that. We read our cards, and I really believe that this card was the absolute perfect card for us today. And can we be a little wild and not be so conformative to what everyone else wants us to be? So let's take a breath in and just settle in together. And just feel where you are in this moment. In your chair, feel the chair underneath you supporting you, or if you're sitting on the floor, wherever you are, just really feel into your body and how you're feeling at this moment, and create just a natural rhythmic breath, breathing in and out in a really beautiful way. Just settle in. And if you're joining me live, we are just after the peak of the new moon. It was at 7:52 Eastern time this morning. So instead of doing it at night, I wanted to do it as close to the peak as I could, but I knew that we might have some West Coast people, and I didn't want it to be so early in the morning, so I moved it forward just a little over an hour. And then if you're listening to the replay, know that this energy is still available to you, usually within 24 to 48 hours after the peak. The energy is still alive, but the closer you can do it to the peak is always more powerful. But you're right on time, even if you're listening to the replay. Now, if you have a candle and you want to light that now, we've already burned our sage. And if you have a container of water or a glass of water nearby, then we're going to bless that later on in today's session. And as you know, the water that we carry in our bodies, since we're 70% water, then how we speak into our water, how we show gratitude to what keeps us alive, makes such a difference because it does resonate. You know, when you put love and joy into that water, it resonates with your body on a much deeper level than we even realize. So you should have your journal, a crystal, anything, any object that you would want to bless. You can bless that right along with the water when we get to that point. And then if you have an essential oil, you know, lavender, clary sage, I have some clary sage that is diffusing in the room right now. And I just love sage all around. This your essential oils will really bring you back into your body. And, you know, our olfactory receptor neurons, it enhances the regeneration and the brain activity and influences the limbic system, our mood, our cognitive functions. So if you are really big into essential oils, then I'm sure that you're following right along. But it does really speak to our bodies because every different oil has a different frequency and it resonates and speaks to our body. So we picked our cards and let's take just a minute for us to just take a slow breath in together. And if you had your oils, then you're probably smelling those oils, which is always beautiful. Just really settle into connecting to one another, connecting with yourself. So the new moon in Aries is like opening a doorway into something new. And there's so much energy we're going to be going into in just a few minutes that's present right now, along with the new moon in Aries. There's a lot of planetary action right now, and it's really exciting because some of these placements have not been seen in hundreds of years. So it's it's just an exciting time to be alive and to be able to step into this with a knowing, you know, knowing what direction you're going in and knowing that all we have to do is just know that it's already there and just call it in. So we can feel like that it could be a breaking point or a breakthrough. It could be an upgrade or a collapse. With Uranus active, there is an element of the unexpected and things can shift really quickly. Clarity can come all at once. But this energy isn't here to overwhelm you. It's here to wake something up, and how we move through it really matters because our energy could either bring on that fiery energy where we feel chaotic, or it can really guide us into this beautiful energy that just empowers us. And that's where we want to be. So today we're not trying to control it. We're just trying to get in sync with it and move through it. So what I'd love to do right now, since since the full moon in Libra a few weeks ago, that was all about releasing what didn't belong to us, what we don't want to carry forward. And that tends to unravel. It doesn't just happen all at once. So, over the past few weeks, you might have felt some things, some different energies, feeling different energies in your body, and kind of feeling things kind of falling away, which is a great thing because now we can step into planting those seeds and creating what we want to create because it's, of course, it's already there. We just have to call it in. So what I'd like to do is do just a little bit, just a minute or two of Qigong, just bounce and shake. So I'm so close to the wall here, I'm going to have to turn my camera around so that we can do this together. And okay. Okay, so what I'd like to do is just, if you have never, I know that Jay, she teaches this, so she might have to correct me on a few things. But the bounce and shake is to help to move energy. It's so good. There's so many health benefits with doing this simple modality. And what you do is you let your arms hang to your side, you lift up on your toes a little bit, and just drop onto your heels. And you feel that bounce, and you let your arms just shake. Let them loose so that you feel that bounce all through your body. And you can bring your arms up if you like. Make sure you're breathing. But anytime you need to shift your energy, this is one go-to that you can go to where once you're finished, you feel this beautiful energy in your body. And this will help to kind of shake loose any energy that might still be holding on that you have been releasing over the past couple of weeks so that we can go into our seed planting and our manifestation with a clearer and more open energy and make space for what we're calling it. So let's just, and it's beautiful to do this outside. If you can do this with the bare feet on the ground, then you're feeling that synergy from the earth, that subtle energy that the earth shares with us. It's just like charging us up, just like a cell phone, and if you sit in stillness outside and really concentrate on the fact that you're in connection with the earth, you can start to feel that energy. You can feel that subtle uh, exchange that the earth is having and giving to us, and it's a gift. And I think over the past many years, we've stopped being in connection with the earth. We're wearing rubber soled shoes. We're not coming in direct contact with the earth, and that's so important to do so. So hopefully we'll take more time to do that. Let's do a little humming. Hum. Breathe in. And you can hum anytime you want to, and that helps to regulate your nervous system. It activates your vagus nerve, which is the most important nerve in our body. It actually does regulate our nervous system and helps us to get in a parasympathetic in our parasympathetic nerve in our body. We're in parasympathetic mode, which is rest and digest. So whenever we feel like that we've been pulled out into a sympathetic, a fight or flight, then the bounce and shake is one of those things that you can do, and the humming that will help to bring you back into the parasympathetic. And I don't know about you, but I can feel the energy all over my body now. It's just a really beautiful energy. And does anybody want to say anything about that? Do you feel it? You can put it in the chat if you like.
Definitely feel a better energy. Yes,
Yeah. Isn't that nice?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So anytime you need to, you can always fall back on the bounce and shake, and you can do that wherever you are, even the middle of the grocery store. People might think you're a little nuts, but who cares, you know? But you can do that wherever you are. And you can show that if you have children, you can show that. And that's fun for kids. They think it's fun. So, Pete, I would suggest that, whenever the kids are getting a little wild or you want to calm them down, then you could show them this qigong move, and maybe do that with them before they go to bed at night or something, or in the morning. First thing in the morning would be great. Whew. So let's sit with this energy for just a minute. And I just imagined while I was doing that, that anything that was still kind of attached to me, or um, because sometimes it almost feels like a magnet, some of this energy that it just released from you and just fell away, just naturally with no force, just effortlessly, which is amazing. Let's take a few deep breaths together. Let's feel your feet on the floor, your chair beneath you, and feel fully supported right now. Bring your awareness back into your body. Our body, this is where everything lives. Your body speaks to you, it receives, releases, and it has such an ability to heal if we allow it, if we give it the environment that it needs to do so. And we don't get in the way. We open that path, open that door for the body to do what it needs to do to heal us. I feel so much lighter, and I notice a real shift in my energy. It's beautiful. So now I would love to go over some of the planetary energies that is happening right now, because it is phenomenal what's going on in our universe right now. There's a stellium. There are all kinds of things, and I'll go through those. But uh, there's something important to understand about the energy we're in. There's a strong clustering of planets right now. And that's called a stellium when you have more than a few planets together. And we're going to have, before the end of the month, I think it's 8 or 9 planets. And I know Jay studies this a lot, so she might be able to pin that number down. But from now until toward the end of the month, and they're all in Aries, and that's so powerful. And it's not a scattered energy. A stellium is a concentrated energy, and it can feel like everything happening at once: pressure, movement, activation. And there's always supportive energies present here. There's a trine bringing flow, ease, and support. There's a sextile energy here that is kind of like a quiet doorway opening, but asking you to take action at the same time. Like the door is opening, but you've got to step through it. And there's some strong conjunctions going on now where energies are sitting together, amplifying one another. So within all of this, each planet is bringing something. So the sun is bringing light, awareness. The moon, your emotions, your inner world. And Mercury is your thoughts, your inner voice. Venus is your heart and what you value in life. Mars is your drive, your movement forward. And Jupiter is your expansion and growth. Saturn is your truth, structure, and responsibility. And Uranus is change, the unexpected, your awakening. Neptune, see, there's a lot of planets here. Neptune is intuition and the unseen. And Pluto is transformation and deep release. And Chiron, if I'm saying that right, because I know there's different people pronounce it a different way, is the wounded healer. And this placement focuses on healing themes like related to our identity, our independence, our wounding. You know, it's a time for us to really heal deep. So all of this moving at once is not to overwhelm you, but to align you. And if we can see it as an alignment rather than all of these energies coming at us at once, then it can support us. Because if we give it that definition, then that's what it's going to bring to us. So let's move through it with just grace and knowing that it's here to gently push us forward. So let's take a breath into all of that beautiful energy that's happening, because some of it is already in place right now. But over the next couple of weeks, all of these planets are just lining up for us. And there's two placements, and I had it written down, and I'm sorry, I don't have it here with me. One of them has not been in, I think it was Uranus, and the other one was, I'm not even going to go there, but one was 250 years since that planet had been in Aries, and the other one was like 150 years. So some of these things have not happened in 2 or 3 lifetimes. So it's just amazing the energy that we have available to us right now, and how much we could do with it if we just use it in the right way. So let's take a moment before we get into the visualization, and let's breathe just for a few moments. Let's take a deep breath in and just sit. Make sure that you feel settled in your chair or wherever you might be. Just take a deep breath in and let that breath fall out. And with each breath, feel your body soften just a little bit more each time you breathe in and breathe out. Again, let's breathe in and breathe out. Slower out than in. Each time we breathe out longer than we breathe in, it helps to lower our blood pressure. It helps to really calm our nervous system down. Again, let's breathe in. And just a soft release. Just letting it all go. Now let's gently close our eyes. And before anything else begins to form, let your body know that you don't have to figure this out. You don't have to create the vision. You're simply allowing it to come forward, to come to you. And sometimes it shows up as an image. Sometimes it's a feeling. You know, some of us visualize, we see a whole movie playing before us. And sometimes it's just this feeling in our body. And sometimes it's just a knowing. But however it shows up for you is perfect. And sometimes it can be very subtle too. So trust whatever comes, even if it doesn't fully make sense yet, because it could unfold over the next few weeks or even few months, the energy that's being created right now is not a short term. It's going to last into um, really into the next 6 months. It's going to play itself out. And all we have to do is show up and take one step at a time and show the energy that we're here, that we are showing up along with it.
I just want to say one thing because I think this is so big, And one of the pieces that I've discovered from listening to my different astrologer mentors and stuff is that this is the new starting point for our whole humanity's next evolution. So this
Yes.
is no small thing. And this is like when we went from hunter-gatherer to agriculture, that's what I'm seeing this compared to.
Mm-hmm.
And so, the hunter-gatherers didn't know that life was changing, you
Right.
know? And here we are, we can't imagine what's coming because we're in it. So this is just really huge starting point that
It
we're
is.
experiencing right now. And we may not even know in our lifetime what that means.
True. That's very true. For us, yeah, absolutely. And it's the unknown, and having that trust, right? That as we step into this, as long as we are have, you know, our own energy, if we put our love and intention and compassion, then all we can do is us, right? We can't really control anything else around us. But if everybody was to put love and compassion into what they project out into the world, wouldn't it be a better place? So that's what we want to do, is just uh, really focus on what we want to give to the collective, what we want to offer. And if we can offer love and compassion, thank you for that share, Jay. That was amazing. And yeah, this is the beginning. I don't think that people realize just how powerful this one is, and how this is, our world is a new world. It's 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 everything. So I'm so happy that there are a lot of people that are aware of it, and they're going to take it seriously, because it is something to really take seriously. So thank you for that share. I appreciate it. So let's bring your attention inward, and let's allow something to begin to take shape here. Just close your eyes or turn your eyes to a soft gaze. And just continue to breathe throughout. What I'm offering here are just prompts, just things for you to feel into, not to guide you, but just to let you know that this is your vision, and what feels like it has been waiting for you to be ready. What part of you is asking to come forward right now, in this moment in your life? What feels aligned, even if you can't fully explain it yet? Now, if your life were gently shifting in a way that feels true, what would begin to look different? What would begin to feel different? What would feel lighter? What would feel clear? And what is one step that version of you has already taken? Just let your body respond. Where do you feel that in your body? And as you breathe into that, you can always place your hand. Is it your heart? Is it your throat so that you can speak your truth? Is it your creativity or your root chakra where you feel safety, where you feel grounded? Just stay here. There's no rush in this. What are we stepping into? Can we visualize where we are? Who we're spending time with? What we're bringing into our lives and into the world, sharing with the world, serving at a high level. Just knowing how important it is, how important this moment in time is. And even if this is lifetimes, this is the beginning. So what we do now can begin a momentum, can begin something new that the next generation and the next generation can carry forward. Make sure we continue to breathe. Imagine our world as love, compassion, acceptance. Every one of us creates a ripple that goes out so far and wide, because one ripple leads right into the next ripple and the next, and before you know it, it's gone all around the world. Put a little sway into your body. Just let your body move. We can put a smile on our face, knowing that we are a part of something brand new, something beautiful. The sun is shining, flowers are blooming. Feel the breeze, the earth beneath our feet. What does our world look like? Continue to breathe. Just open up our minds as if there's nothing holding us back. If we could have anything, if our world could be the way we want it to be, know that it's right there for us. Because each one of us contributes to that, to the collective. And we're broadcasting every minute, every second of the day. And whatever we send out is reflected back to us. So our world reflects what we're giving, what we're sending out into the world. The world can be a beautiful place. It is a beautiful place. Now let's begin to bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. Maybe we've been out there floating around in the universe for the last few minutes. And let's just notice anything that feels different. I don't know about you, but my body is buzzing right now. And there's nothing we need to hold on to, nothing we need to rush into. Just allowing this to settle. And when you're ready, take your time. You can gently open your eyes and return to our natural breath. And reach for your journal if you feel led to write. And let's allow our body to speak through our hands. There's something about putting pen to paper. We can visualize, we can feel it, but putting pen to paper is so powerful. There's no right or wrong here, just let it move through you. Let your body speak through your hands. And let's begin to write. What did you see? What did you feel? What stood out for you? And this is not something we're really asking for. We're recognizing it. You're creating space so it no longer has to wait. Just make sure you continue to breathe. And I think this is also a time for our blueprint to be activated, for that sequence in our DNA that's been sitting there, just waiting to be activated. This is the time for that to happen. This is the energy that's allowing that to come through for us. Okay, so we can, and if you need to continue to journal um, after we close out, then please feel free to do so. Sometimes it just gets us started. So if you brought your water, I always bless water during the new moon and the full moon rituals because it is such a big part of our bodies, and the what we put into the water really resonates in such a big way in how we feel and our energy. So, and if you don't have your water with you, you can always do this later, but just hold it. You can bring it close to your heart and let everything you felt, everything that you saw in your visualization be infused into this water. Let your body transfer that energy, and this becomes something that you can return to. Now, when I make my moon water, I'll use it to spritz my face. When I do skincare, you can pour some in your bath water, take a sip every once in a while. So I try to charge my water with every moon or with every new and full moon. So over the next few days, just keep it simple. Clear your space, maybe open your windows, let fresh energy move through. And if you feel called, you could take a bath, a salts bath, with some essential oils, and let your body soften. Not that you're releasing anything, but integrating what has begun, what we have called in for ourselves, and what we've called in for the collective. So write your intentions one step at a time. Return to them each day and remember what was planted in the darkness of the moon. And because that takes time for it to rise, a seed takes time to germinate. And our intention that we put into it is like watering that seed. So showing up for it every day, uh, reading what you wrote today every day, and just gently give it your attention and your attention and your intention. So let's you can sit after we close out. I would suggest just to sit, if you have time, just to sit with yourself in stillness and just show gratitude for yourself for showing up today and for taking the time to do this, because like Jay said, this is a really powerful time, and this what we do right now could carry generations forward. This is the time to make those radical changes in a beautiful way. And there's so much chaos going on in the world right now, but we don't have to be a part of that. I try not to watch any of that stuff on TV or anything. I really try to stick to the energy that I'm trying to hold. And sometimes if we get too into that, then that energy kind of is reflected in us, because then we start to have fear and all of that. We don't want to have that. We want to just have that love and compassion and know that we're spreading the right type of energy and creating that beautiful ripple. So everything that we're looking for, we know is not outside of us. It's always been there. It's always been just sitting steadily and quietly waiting for us to receive it and to be ready for it. And sometimes it takes a long time for us to have the experiences we need, to have the growth that we need to really get in touch with what we're here to do on this earth. And we're all earth angels, bringing the collective together in a really powerful way. So, does anybody have anything to share about their visualization? Something that maybe they saw that they would like to share? Anyone?
Hi, Vicky.
Hey, Vicki.
How are you?
I'm good. What did you see in your visualization?
Well, to be honest, I wasn't actually visualizing. I was just going with uh feeling,
Good,
basically.
good.
Um, I've been working towards starting a community for people that work from home, but I'm getting this really strong pull to start more of a spiritualist type of based community
Hmm.
where there's just, I don't know. I'm working on what it would look like. I don't really know what it would look like because some experience in the area, but not a lot, a foundation, just some spiritualist knowledge. Um, Maybe combining the two for folks that work from home and maybe don't attend the church specifically, but are interested in the spiritualist later way of thinking, less rigid type of thing. I'm just getting that pull.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
as you go through uh, the, the next few days, few weeks, you can just sit in stillness with that and just ask for that to be revealed to you, because it's percolating in there. So
it
it's
is.
it's making its way up to the top. Just
It is.
allow that. Jay, did you have,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Thank you.
Are you complete,
Yes. Thank you.
Jay?
Yeah, I had a strong vision of my dad and the baggage that he carries that because he hasn't dealt with it is just like passed to me and
Mhm.
how I can like drop the baggage and like be nurturing towards it, but just like this word that has been going through my mind because I'm studying ancient Chinese medicine and it's the earth element.
Mm.
It stands for the abiding center. And that just keeps coming to me. Like if I'm not the storm cloud, if I can be the earth, the abiding center, and be that rooted, grounded, like there's a storm cloud, okay, and not be swept away by it, and be able to witness that and call it out instead of like in my mind the word is divisiveness, like there's divisiveness in my brain that separates me from others because I'm, being all logical and keeping things compartmentalized and stuff. And it's like, no, let that go. It's just another storm cloud, be the abiding center. And so I was just seeing the baggage drop. And as I dropped the baggage, my sons, like, their load just got lighter.
Oh,
And
yeah,
yeah, so I was
beautiful.
just like, okay, you gotta do
Yeah.
this.
And I think that's what we're here for, is to break those generational patterns and to help to not only heal the past generations, but to serve the future generations and to take that weight off of them. Because one
Mhm.
weight is, it just piles on over the generations, right? So then it's so heavy that we can't move through it. So I think that the people that are aware, that are doing the good work,
Mhm.
they see it. They know that they have the opportunity to make this radical change within their family, and that spreads. That ripple effect that we create, because everybody that we connect with is affected by our energy. So
Mhm.
that's beautiful that you saw that. How does that feel?
It feels very direct. Like, okay, well, this is what I gotta do. Very
Done.
simple. Yeah.
Done. Done. What
Yeah.
about you, Pete? Are you complete? Are you good?
Yes.
Um, Pete, did you have any? anything that came through for you? You don't have to share if you don't want to.
You're on mute, just so you know.
Oh, you're on mute. Is he talking? Because I've got something covering his. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're on mute. Ask to unmute.
Okay,
There you go.
there you go. Um, I just seen flowers. Just
Flowers.
flowers.
Okay.
Weird, but yeah,
Just a whole field, like a
yeah,
field of flowers.
yeah. Like you're walking through a field of flowers.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It was weird, but yeah, yeah.
It, good. So, yeah, I mean, anything that's blooming, right? It means that things are opening up for you. I think you could probably see what that might mean for life going forward. That, flowers are beautiful and they bloom in their own time. You can't force a bloom, right? It blooms when it's ready to
True.
bloom. So having that patience to let things unfold, to let it happen when it's supposed to, because sometimes we want things so badly that we try to rush it, and it's just, if you tried to open a bloom on a flower, it would fall apart. So, but if we allow the flower to just open on its own, then it's just a beautiful thing to watch. And it kind of creates, it gives us more patience. We learn that, the beautiful things are worth the wait.
Yeah.
So, if everyone
I want
is
to say one thing about flowers.
okay.
Um, if you have potted plants, house plants, they don't get enough, they don't get the fertilizing that would happen in the natural atmosphere. And one of the things that I found that's interesting about, if you have a flowering plant and you want it to flower, you like put a banana peel
Ah,
out and let it dry out, and it's kind of smelly, and then you
yeah.
add it to water and you let it sit for over 24 hours, and then you water the plant with the banana water and it blooms massive blooms.
Oh, wow.
So the what came through my mind, Pete, about what you were saying is to check in with the fertilization of the soil, and you can fertilize your own soil so that blooms just like you see in your mind.
Yeah. And that's, you're talking metaphorically, like with,
Yeah.
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 So just imagine you're drinking banana water, and that is just nurturing all of those seeds that we just planted today. So thank you for that. And I know Vicky has potted plants on her balcony, and morning glories, is it that you have?
It is. Yeah, like
And
loads. Like,
yeah. So she had a morning glory. She lost her daughter a few years ago, and she has this angel in one of her pots. And the morning glory opened up over the angel, and it was almost like a little umbrella. She told me about that not long ago, and I just thought that was such a beautiful, something beautiful to see. And I think she said she had a picture of it, so maybe I'll share
I
it.
do, and I meant to send that to you. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Um, it was the first morning glory to blossom of the season, and it was 2 weeks ahead of all the rest.
Oh, wow.
And it was just beautiful.
And it just happened to be over that little angel. So I thought that
Yeah, and that's just not a coincidence. That's a strong sign. Yeah.
absolutely. I thought that was so sweet. Well, thank you guys for coming. It was a nice, small, intimate group. So I appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed your time here. And I do these, I really enjoy doing these, and I'm getting better as I go along, but we'll do the next one, of course, will be the full moon. And I think we have 2 full moons in May, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the
Mm.
1st and the 31st, and then, of course, the new moon in between. So, um, so you'll see that being posted shortly. But I really appreciate your input, Jay, and everybody's. And I will see you next time.
Bye. Thank you so much, Vicky.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Vicky. Have a great day, everyone.
Mm.